Hi peeps, long time no video. So I've been under the weather for a few days and I really just wasn't feeling very creative, I guess, to do my normal journals. I didn't have enough energy. You know when you're sick, but you want to do something creative, but you don't want to put a whole ton of thought and energy into something. So I have been wanting to try a Flowish journal. And for those of you who don't know what a Flowish journal is, I'm going to link down the person who came up with this whole idea, which I thought was just a great idea. Her name is Rosemary, and I'm going to link her video because she does a beautiful job explaining how she came up with the idea and what it is. But basically, it came from a magazine that is overseas. I don't remember exactly where. And it's a magazine for paper lovers. And the idea is that you can remove the pages in it and use in your own projects or journals or whatever you're working on. So she came up with the idea because the magazine is very pricey from what I hear. And so she came up with the idea for people who are junk journalers or who are paper lovers can put together a journal and send it off to someone full of paper for that person to use in their journals or their projects. I don't know if I explained that right. Hopefully I did. So I wanted to make I'm going to start off with two for the shop to see if you guys like it. So this is the first one. The other one is going to be a travel theme. Now they don't have to be themed. The one I did for the swap is not a theme. It's just kind of random. She kind of told me the things that she liked and I tried to incorporate that into a journal. But this one and the other one that I'm hopefully going to finish up today because it's pretty much done and I'm recording a little bit of my process so you guys can kind of see, um, so you can see. So yeah, so this one is like a beauty makeup themed. I used to be an Avon lady back in the day. Well, not that far back in the day, probably a couple of years ago. So I still have like Avon bags and Avon samples. I even have Avon products. So if you're interested, hit me up. I might have what you want. It'll give you a great deal because we're trying to get rid of it. So anyway, this one is a beauty makeup theme. And I came up with this because, like I said, I used to be an Avon lady. I have lots of stuff. And I have this magazine called Today's Woman. And I've been hoarding it because it's the only vintage type magazine I have. But it has some really cool beauty ads in it, and that's what kind of triggered the idea. So I stopped being a hoarder, and I put some of the ads in here, along with some current magazine ads as well. So the idea of this journal is that you can either use it as a journal itself, you can bound it. You can use some of the pages and use it in your own journal or make a different journal or whatever you want to do with it you can do with it. It's completely up to you. Everything is removable, which is the whole idea. So nothing, it's not bound permanently. There is only one thing that is not removable, and I'll show you that when I get to it. So this is an Avon shopping bag. And what I did, let's start with the closure. The closures just say black satin ribbon. And this beautiful crocheted red flower was created by my friend Carmen. I'm so proud of her because I just have to gush about her for a minute. She taught herself how to crochet by looking at YouTube videos, and I'm so proud of her. So she's been creating flowers and all kinds of things, and we're working on opening her a shop. So look out for that. I'll let you guys know. So I just used one of her beautiful red flowers and just added a brad in the middle. And it is just clipped on with a Tim Holtz garment pin, so you can take it off and use it wherever you want. So on the spine here, this is a elastic cording. This is what's holding in your big chunky signature. This is just some fiber and lace and seam binding and eyelash trim. It is not my normal tassel because, like I said, everything is removable. So it's just tied together with this thin red ribbon so you can untie it and you can use all of this in whatever you want to use it on. So I also put this big bling on here that's just wrapped around the elastic binding here. And then there's a couple of little charms on a bulb pen. Let's see if I can get it close up. It's a lipstick and a nail polish and a shoe. So you can use it wherever you want once again. And so as you can see, it's chunky. It's chunky. So the bag says beauty for a purpose. That was the Avon slogan back then. I don't know if they've changed it. I'm sure they probably have changed it since I was an Avon lady. And when I always loved these bags, I always ordered the ones with English on one side and Spanish on the other side because I had both English and Spanish speaking customers. So you have Spanish on the inside. So inside here, this is the top of the bag, and there is just a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if I can get it all out. And I will probably, knowing me, find more stuff and add to this. There is some vintage playing cards, which I was told these came from Avon. The person who sent me these said that they were Avon. So I thought that was so appropriate. And just some ephemeras. You are stunning in every light. So as I find stuff, I will probably add it because, you know, these are just the journal cards from the paper collection that you can use. It's a little small paper Avon bag. You guys know that I've made journals from these. Some scraps, some big ones and small scraps. So that's what's in this pocket. Okay, so we open it up. Let's make sure I stay in frame here. Okay, so as you can see, there's the paper. There's a vintage wallpaper piece there for you to use. This is a ad from the Today's Woman magazine. I believe it's 1952, and that is, I believe, Elizabeth Taylor. So that is pretty cool. It's for face powder. Oh my God, I can't talk, you guys. I would blame it on the cold meds, but I didn't take any. So it is just me. The bobble is kind of getting in the way here, so I might have to take that off. So this vintage ad, I think it's for this bathing suit. And then here we have some current ads. This one I like because it has a little makeup sample. You'll see it on the other side. And I just added in some ledger paper, you know, my usual papers that I put in my journals. A little ephemera that I clipped on. This was from a magazine, a current magazine, and I loved it because it was so retro, and the article talked about blush. So I thought that was cute, and I just clipped that on there. And then we have some Avon samples. You'll see these throughout. I have a bunch of different ones throughout this journal. There's a current magazine ad, and some of the magazine ads are like 2 or 3 pages, so I put, you know, the whole thing in there, so you'll see that in there. And this is from my ColourPop. When I ordered ColourPop a long time ago, I knew I wanted to use this in some type of journal, so I used it in here. And then this is just a journal card. Here's another vintage ad for a bra. I can't believe women wore these little pointy bras. But I thought it was just so cool. Some more ephemera. It says, with this smile, I can get away with anything. And here's a current perfume ad, and it has the perfume sample. So your book will smell very nice if you get this. Here's another journal card, another Avon sample. So I love this because it's not a vintage ad, but they look very, you know, retro with the big hair and the big glasses. And the next page, it says big hair don't care. So I thought that was kind of cool. So clipped on here, I just have a whole thing of the Heidi Swap washi tape, so you can play with that. Here's some vintage interoffice memo pads, some more ledger paper, not ledger, paper. I can't even think right now. Here's another ad for, I think it's some kind of curling lotion or something. It's a vintage ad from that Today's Woman magazine. And then here's some shoe ads. I know you can't really see it, but you can see it on the other side. There's another shoe ad. Here's Shoe Addict. So here, I love this because, you know, she has her little red lips, and I put it on the on the lips paper. And what I did here was, this is the ad for this. I made a little envelope. So, I mean, it's thin, so, you know, it is a magazine page. So be careful. Don't put anything heavy in it. And I just added some washi tape up here. So, you know, when you open and close it, it won't tear so easily. And I just clipped it on here. I made another one. You'll see that one as well. And then this is a perfume ad from a current magazine. And this one was like 3 pages. So I put all 3 pages in here. And it's a sample here. So this book is going to smell really nice. For all kinds of perfume samples in here. And here's some nail polish. We got a vintage nail polish ad for Q-Tex with her red nails and red lips. And then on the opposite side, it is for 5-day deodorant pads with free shampoo. So I thought that was kind of cool. This is a Flower Bomb perfume ad with the sample. And then we're about to get to the middle of the signature, and I have these cool, I love these cards. I bought a ton of them because I used to use them in my Avon orders. So I have a bunch of these, so I think they are great. It's just some die cuts that I had cut a long time ago from some leftover paper, and I thought that they were pretty cool that you could play with. You know, they have the eyelashes and shoes, and there's some floral in here. Some more ledger paper. Here's the other side of the Flower Bomb. I did the same thing. I made an envelope with the Flower Bomb magazine page. Here's the other side of that vintage paper. Yes, this is Today's Woman down there. I believe it's here we go. June 1952 ad. I thought this is such a cool idea. This is great, I think, for somebody who like is new to junk journaling and want to try it, or you know, maybe you didn't get a chance to get this paper collection when it was out, and you know, now you want to make your own journal. I don't know. This is just some stretchy lace that I just kind of tied at the top to make a belly band, so you can use that lace. Here is a paper bag, an Avon paper bag. I did a fabric ruffle, and it is just adhered with a removable glue dot. So you can just remove it and use it wherever you want to use it. And inside is more of these cards and envelopes. It says it's all about the eyes. This is a perfume one. This one says Pretty Girl. So you can use that anywhere you want, however you want. That just tucks on in there like that. The interesting thing is trying to get everything in here, but not make it permanent. You know what I'm saying? So there's no tuck spots and whatnot in here. So what I did here, this is a doily, obviously, and I just folded to kind of make a pocket, but it's not permanent. So it's just folded like this, so you can undo it. So inside, just have a bunch of like paper ephemera, some mini index cards, some address envelopes, some receipts, more receipts, bigger ones, guest checks, time cards, uh, alteration, layaway tags rather, and invoices. So just some, ephemera that you can play around with, use it in this journal or any other journal you may want to use it in. And that just tucks in there. And here, I feel like I'm out of frame. Okay. Here, another Avon sample. But I also have some notepads. So these are some Heidi Swapped ones, and these are double-sided. So you can use these in your journaling. And then I love these. It's stuff to do today. I love that. Have little cues. So there's a few of those in there for you to play around with. You can pass this on to someone else, someone else who maybe want to journal. Like, you can do so much with this. I just think this is such a great idea. Some more Avon samples here that I use this little bow clip. It's kind of coming off to clip it on. With that Maybelline ad. There's the makeup sample right there. And then I just threw in these planner stickers because I have so much of them and I'm not using them. So I thought maybe you would like them. And that's another thing, if you add stuff in these journals that maybe you have a lot of, things that you're not using, you can pass it to someone else who may be able to use it in their journal. Oh, sorry, I left this in here because I was gluing on this flower and I didn't want it to stick on there, but that doesn't go. So in this pocket, I just sewed some fabric on some cardstock to make this pocket. So this is the only thing that's not removable. So in here, I just have a bunch of stickers that are kind of makeup themed. Since I used to be an Avon lady, I used to order a lot of makeup type stickers. So I had a couple of them left. So this one has Weekend and just has the makeup on it. And this one has a little floral, some nail polish. Some of these sellers, I still remember who they are. So I will link them, try to remember to link them. I think this one is a Libby and Co. I believe that's the name of that one. I'm not sure they still have a shop. This one I know she still has a shop. And this one is Purity Stickers. This one is Rory's Sweet Addiction. All of this here. This one is Purity Stickers as well. This one as well. This one's not makeup themed, but I just thought it was cute to add in there for journaling. And so you have all these little makeup themed stickers to play around with, and a little shoe paper clip. I've had this for a while too. So that goes in here. So like I said, this is the only thing that's not removable is the pocket. And that is it. Oh, one more thing that's going to come along with this that I couldn't fit inside the journal itself. But this little bag here, and like I said, I may add more stuff in it as I find stuff. So these are just some handmade flowers. Well, I'll show you. This is just some bling that I've had forever. And I've won this in a giveaway a long time ago. Never used it. So maybe you guys will use it. Just some crown bling. And this is a flower that I just made with some Tim Holtz, using the Tim Holtz die and just some upholstery fabric and felt and just some scraps and a button. So you can use that. This is a handmade little flower I made years ago. This one as well that I made years ago and never did anything with it. So I thought maybe you can use it. And then this is just an altered paper clip that I made a long time ago thought you can maybe use that in just a little paper clip in here. And like I said, if I find more things to add and I can fit it all in the envelope, I will definitely add more goodies. So I hope you guys like it. It will be listed in my Etsy by the end of the day today. Let me know what you think. If you would like to see more of these in the shop, if you have suggestions for maybe more themes or maybe random ones, just let me know. I just love some feedback so I know what you guys like and I can try my best to get it in the shop for you. Thank you guys so much. I just made 200 sales. And I just want to thank you guys so much. I'm really, really sorry that I didn't have a giveaway this time. Money's a little tight. So I'm trying to, trying my best to figure out something because I wanted to do a giveaway. I did one at 100 sales. So I want to do one for 200. And I also wanted to do one for my YouTube. So I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to do something soon. I'll probably just do a couple of them when I'm able to. I want to do something, do a couple since I missed so many milestones. But I just want to take a couple of minutes just to thank you guys so much for all your support. Whether you shopped in my store or not, or just your kind words, everything means so very much, and I so appreciate it. So that is it. I don't want to make this video much longer than it is. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next video, and please let me know what you think. All right, talk to you later. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.